Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome back to another live stream on the channel. Today, of course, we have got a huge game at the top of the Premier League. Liverpool, if they win, they can go back to the top. However, of course, last weekend they drew to Man United, a midweek, a 3-0 defeat to Atalanta. Welcome all to the stream. Hopefully you're all going to enjoy. If you do, be sure to smash a like and subscribe. Vote in the poll in the chat. What is the outcome going to be? And be sure to let me know your score prediction in the chat. Also, for me, in my weekly predictions, I went for a thriller in this one. It's going to end 3-2 Liverpool. Come back to me when it ends 3-2. Welcome in Lurkwan, welcome in Oscar, welcome in everyone. Hopefully you're on a fantastic Sunday. And welcome as always to the stream. The teams are in the tunnel, ready to come out for this one. Crystal Palace last time out, of course, had a really entertaining game against Man City. It ended 4-2 at Sellers Park. And, of course, in seasons gone by, I've always looked at Crystal Palace as a tricky game for the top teams. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for Liverpool this afternoon. They're going to have to work for it. A few injuries that have come back for Liverpool. Looking at the 11, Alisson's back in goal, Trent's back on the bench, and Konate's back at centre-back. And, you know, looking at the bench today, when I was typing it all in, it's so much stronger than when I did it last week for Man United. So, you know, it's going to be a big boost to Liverpool. Of course, I don't think any of them were in the squad against Atalanta midweek where they lost 3-0, and that is a big, you know, punch in the gut really for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. They've got to turn that around now in Italy next week. But yeah, it's all down to the Premier League now for Liverpool, you'd think. Are they going to put all their eggs in one basket and go for the Premier League now with Klopp, or is he going to try somehow work their way out of the Atalanta game as well? Very interesting, but as I say, positives for Liverpool. Looking at Crystal Palace and their team, I'm liking it a lot. Elise and Eze, both in the team behind Mateta. It really is a really good looking attack, and I doubt they're going to have all three of them playing for Crystal Palace next season. The talent is unreal. Good. You do not song for the Villa game? I am, mate. I am after this. Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I will be live. Do not worry, mate. Do not worry. Gibbs White as the whole world's fan base on. I watched Match of the Day last night, and yeah, I seen what he did fighting to his years after he scored. Top banter there from Morgan Gibbs White. Of course, we've got another 2 o'clock kickoff going on at the same time. It's God, don't want to hear myself speak there. We've got another game going on, which is of course West Ham versus Fulham, and then later on today, Arsenal versus Aston Villa, which we'll be going live for after this. We are about ready for kickoff here. So let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win, guys? Do let me know. I feel like Liverpool will just about find a way. Under Klopp and Liverpool throughout his reign, they've always seemed to find a way. I remember that Champions League game against Barcelona, of course, a few years ago. They found a way then to get a win in the league. Somehow they always find a way. Last Sunday against Man United, you know, they luckily got a penalty in that one, but they always seem to find a way. Lurkon's gone 2-1 to Liverpool in this one. Ooh, very interesting, and I can see that happening. I think it'll be a close game. As you'll never walk alone, rings around Anfield here before kick-off. Not many home games left now for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. They've got to make them count. Origi was incredible in that game, wasn't he? Oscar's gone for 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Ooh, that would be some upset. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about the 3-horse race that we've got at the moment, and they reckon someone has to drop off, and I do agree. I don't see Man City dropping off with the fixtures they've got, so I think Liverpool are really vulnerable, especially after last Sunday and what happened in midweek. So I think they potentially, this is a huge game to define their season. If they slip up to this today, I genuinely think they will slip out of the title race. I know they've got a game midweek as well. Is it this midweek or next midweek against Everton? The games are really piling up for them. And both teams here are in a huddle at the centre circle. And I think it's going to be a moment of silence for something I haven't quite... I've got the TV very quiet so I can, of course, speak to you guys. but there is a moment of silence for the Hillsborough disaster. Of course, I should have known that. So a minute silence here to remember those tragically lost their life. And both sets of players have black armbands on for this game. Everyone inside Anfield paying their respects. That's the minute. And now the teams fire up for the game. Here we go. Mate's a City fan, so just hoping for him. It hasn't worked out for Origi at Forest. Yeah, I was watching the highlights yesterday, and he had that chance at the end, didn't he? We tried to pass it across to Chris Woods, and yeah, he got it all wrong. And he hasn't really hit the ground running like many people thought he would at Forest. Liverpool go into a huddle, and we're about ready for kick-off here at Anfield for this huge game for both clubs. And as I say, as always, if you're going to enjoy the stream, smash a like and subscribe. It's going to be Crystal Palace to take kick-off in their white and sky blue. Liverpool, of course, all in red this afternoon at Anfield. So, Palace to get us underway. And we're going to begin any second now. And the teams take the knee. No room for racism, of course. No room in our game for it. Right. We're underway at Anfield. The timer's ticking. And Liverpool, this is a huge game. But a chance to bounce back from what was a really disappointing midweek for them. Can they do it? Well, we'll have to wait and see, of course. Of course, Crystal Palace, as I mentioned, it was a really good game against Man City last time out. And they're on the attack straight away with Eze playing it across the left-hand side. Mitchell, ball in the box, and Alisson, who's just come back from injury, has to hit it away early doors here. Crystal Palace on the attack on the left-hand side still, and Salah's got back to defend there, fast feet. Trent is back, he's on the bench this afternoon, and that's a big boost for Liverpool going forward. Here's Eze in the penalty area, straight at Alisson. Just trying to warm him up. I thought Kelleher, I was looking at just before I set the stream, Alisson hasn't played since that game against Arsenal in the FA Cup in January. So he's had a long time out, but Kelleher really has done a really, really good job for Liverpool, hasn't he? He has been a solid pair of hands. Be interesting to see, will he stay at Liverpool in the summer, or will he look to, go for first team football somewhere else? Because I think he's definitely good enough. He's a top keeper, but is he going to stay at Liverpool playing number 2, or will he try luck for first team football? Kelleher's good. He is really good, mate. Really good. Of course, Dean Henderson in between the sticks for Crystal Palace. Of course, another really good goalkeeper as well. Crystal Palace. What I like about them is it's a young, hungry squad. Everyone's got something to prove, and it's really our quality side. As soon as someone in the EFL looks like they're going to become a star, Crystal Palace just take them, don't they? And it's a perfect club to develop. You just move the camera down a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Palace. Down the line it goes towards Mateta, but Konate wins it. And Liverpool just going to settle down with a bit of possession here. I'll put the notifications on for the other game, so that you guys do not miss a goal. This is the only place you need to be on your Sunday afternoon. And thank you all very much for joining the stream. It means a lot as always. This morning actually I've applied to be part of the YouTube partner program, because we've done really well this year actually on the watch time, and so this morning I've applied for what is called part monetization, which I'm absolutely buzzing for, and thank you very much for your incredible support, guys. Bradley on the right hand side tries to get a ball in the box, and it's blocked, but it comes back out to him, drops down to McAllister, back to Bradley, and that's going to roll out of play. He's been awesome as well when Trent's been out. Bradley, really, I think he's only 18, 19. He's so good. And it makes you wonder, what other gems have Liverpool got hiding in their academy? 3 minutes in here, and it's 0-0. That's where you get the memberships. I don't know actually how it all completely works, but there is memberships. I'll have to do a lot of research into it. It says it's going to take about a month or so, but then I can get. I think I can set up a place where I can get set up perks for you guys if you really enjoy the channel that much. It's really exciting stuff, to be honest, because I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now, so it's really nice to finally get to the next milestone, really. Liverpool on the ball as we expect them to dominate possession in this game. Van Dijk out to Robertson. They're coming into strength for the best time of the season, but when they're on their worst run of the season, I think it's fair to say. Midweek I didn't watch the game, but I unbelievable. At Anfield as well, where they've been so strong under Jurgen Klopp's reign. Not many teams have beaten Liverpool at Anfield throughout his time there. But Atalanta added to the list. Can Crystal Palace be added to that as well? Well, it's been a solid opening 5 minutes. Liverpool just settling down into the game on the ball, getting a few touches and passes away, and Crystal Palace just holding their shape well, standing strong to Liverpool. It's not really a high press, just sticking with them and cutting the passing lanes in the midfield, which is very smart. But Hugo, Salah and McAllister on the right hand side, and great tackle there by Mitchell. And he's Eze on the left hand side, Mateta ahead of him, and he goes down. He's been linked with Man United, hasn't he? Eze and Olise. Both really tricky players, but really good on the ball, and they have the ability to really turn it on when they want to. Both can hit a good boat. Oh, I can't get my words out. Both are really talented from dead ball situations as well, which is obviously something United have with Bruno Fernandes. But that's really about it. You don't look at that squad and really think many of them are set-piece specialists. Maybe Marcus Rashford, but he's not had the greatest season this year. Robertson goes back to Alisson. Nice bit of play this from Liverpool, just keeping the ball, keeping possession, piling the pressure onto Crystal Palace. At home as well. Nice passage of play. Here's Núñez dropping deep. Now Curtis Jones, who's another example of what we were just talking about. Young, hungry players. There's been a goal in the other game. Who's it to? Fulham take the lead at West Ham. 9 minutes in on that one. And Andreas Pereira gets the goal. Let me know in the chat, have you seen the video circling of Núñez, the Fulham striker, when he received the Premier League Player of the Month award? Oh, so wholesome. What a moment. Put a smile to my face even. It was great. I think it was Pereira and Willian that went to Núñez when he was doing an interview, and he said really well. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's some wholesome content. Really happy for Rodrigo Núñez as well. But Pereira on the score sheet there for Fulham, making it 1-0 against West Ham in that game. It's a sunny day in Merseyside, and hopefully for Liverpool and their fans, they can get back to winning ways. Here's Konate. Of course, after City's win yesterday against Luton Town, got the goal difference up as well, didn't they, Man City? They won 5-1, so added 4 to their goal difference. It really could be crucial come the end of the season. So City now on 73 points, and Arsenal and Liverpool on 71 before kick-off, and Núñez has a shot straight at Dean Henderson, and testing his gloves for the first time this game. Good start for Liverpool. Out from the back football, really calm, really composed. They were picking Crystal Palace off there because they were outnumbered up front, and at the back they were trying to recover, but Liverpool really did pick them apart really well there. Just 7 minutes in. If you're enjoying the stream, as always, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Really does help the channel out. As you can see above me, we are 1 away from 1,720. Be awesome if we can hit that in this stream. Liverpool calm the ball down. They love to dictate the play, and they know when to speed it up, when to slow it down. They have the quality in the squad to do that, of course, and really control the game that way. Robertson at the halfway line. Inside to Curtis Jones, he's twisting and turning and trying to take Olise with him, drag him out the play, and he does really well there. Curtis Jones, such a young player, but bags of potential. Canate with a diagonal switch and doesn't quite pull it off, but good idea. Trying to do the Van Dijk move there, the long diagonal ball. And throw into Crystal Palace. Munoz, I was playing FIFA the other week and I was Crystal Palace and I had no idea who Munoz was. Don't know where he's come from, but yeah, I need to do a bit of research on Munoz. The rest of the Crystal Palace team I'm quite familiar with, apart from Munoz. So I don't know when he was signed, if he was out on loan last season, or if he's come through the academy. No idea. All I know is that he's a Crystal Palace player, and he seems quite decent, to be fair. I have to keep an eye on him in this game. Alisson on the ball. Here's Canate. Finds Endo inside his own half, but majority of his teammates are inside the Crystal Palace half. Plays out to Robertson. They've crossed over halfway. It's really intriguing watching Liverpool pick teams apart, the way they move the ball. Of course, we're seeing it more and more in the English game, especially these days. Lots of sides, even down the EFL now, trying to really control the play. Possessions become so important. As a Swansea fan, I've seen it a lot with Brendan Rodgers, of course, when he was at Swansea. That was awesome. And the way we used the ball to really, think of our attacks and everything like that, it was unreal. And of course a lot of teams now trying to play like Man City and Pep Guardiola. It's really is the new way of playing in the Premier League, especially, and England, as well. Well, coming up this week, of course, we had the games yesterday in the Championship as well, which did not disappoint. Coming up this week, tomorrow we've got the stream. Well, I should start with after this stream, really, shouldn't I? After this, we're going live for Arsenal versus Aston Villa, a double watch-along day. Aren't you guys lucky? And then Monday, tomorrow, it's the watch-along for Chelsea-Everton, 8 o'clock for that one. Tuesday, I was going to do Southampton-Preston, but I'm going to do Portsmouth versus Barnsley, because Portsmouth can confirm their promotion back to the Championship, which will be awesome for them. So I'll be doing that one Tuesday instead. And then Wednesday, I think I might have a day off, or we can do a Champions League stream, because there's some really entertaining games then. Liverpool in a good position, and both sides can't keep hold of the ball, and it ends up going out of play for throw-in to Crystal Palace. Cameras were just focusing in on Anderson, the Crystal Palace centre-back, of course. Really solid player, and captain in the side today. Munoz was from Genk. Signing. Oh, right, okay. Cool. Cheers for that, Luke One. I'll have to do a bit of research, see what he's all about, innit? It seems a good player, to be honest. I've seen a lot of Crystal Palace recently, a lot of Crystal Palace fans talking about him, and they seem to rate him quite highly. Well, this summer seems really exciting, and the weather's finally starting to pick up a little bit. But of course, we've got the Euros, a lot of content on the channel for that. So, really is the only place to be for all you football fans, whatever club you support. You're all welcome here. And any Liverpool or Crystal Palace fans in the chat, do let us know and your thoughts on the game so far, as we're 12 minutes in. No real clear-cut chances. Both sides have tested each other's keepers, but no clear-cut chances. And Robertson and Alisson have made a mess of that one. Alisson passed it out to Robertson. He was in a bit of pressure, and Robertson's completely skewed his and sliced his clearance, and it's gone out for a Palace throw-in. They get the ball back in play quickly, and Anderson drives forward, picks a nice ball out to the left-hand side where he finds Mitchell. Out to Eze by the byline. Mitchell now picks up the ball. Nice play this from Crystal Palace, trying to have a bit of possession. Try use it, because they know they're not going to have much of it throughout the duration of the game. Here's Wharton. Nice 1-2 with Eze. Olise. And it goes! Palace 1-0. Really well played. Incredible. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0. What a well worked goal that was. Unbelievable. It was so nicely worked. And I think it's Eze who taps home in the end. Really well played from Crystal Palace, the visitors, in this one. It was so smooth. As Olise, sorry. On the left hand side, a few 1-2s pulling the Liverpool defenders out of position. They played it into the space on the left hand side. No one was marking Eze. He puts it across. Olise's free in the centre to tap home. Really well played. The movement there as well from Eze, Mitchell and Olise is remarkable. Really well played there. Mitchell with the assist. Into the box. Van Dijk and Konate have no idea where Olise is. But he's there to tap home for 1-0 Crystal Palace. And the title race now is unbelievable. Oh, I was right the first time. It was Eze. The hairstyles are so similar. I do apologise there. It was Eze who actually finished the move off. But what a goal for Crystal Palace. What a goal. Really well played. And for all Liverpool's possession, they've not done what Crystal Palace have done there. A sustained amount of pressure around the penalty area. And this is huge in the title race. Because we were saying before the stream, usually it's not going to be a 3-horse race coming down to match week 35. I do think one team's going to slip off. As it stands, Liverpool are that team, of course. A draw at Old Trafford last Sunday. Defeat to Atalanta at Anfield midweek on 3-0. It's not like it was just 1-0. 3-0. They've got a mountain to climb in that. Positive for today, they got a few injured players coming back, like Alisson, who's starting today. Trent's back on the bench. Konate's back at centre-back. But really, it looks like it's hit them for 6. And struggling in this one so far. It was a well-worked move, but the defending, I've seen better defending in League One. Really was just Liverpool switching off there. And here come Palace again with Eze round the penalty area and brought down. Referee says no free kick, but ball back with Palace and Klein, of course, the ex-Liverpool man. He's been at Palace for quite a few years now. Solid Premier League defender though. Here's Mitchell. Cross to Henderson. And I've been quite impressed with Palace of late. Since they made the manager change. Before that I thought they potentially could be getting relegated this season. But this year they've been good. Since the manager change. I still need to memorise their manager's name. Oliver something. I'll get it up now. Oliver. What's his name? Oliver Glasner. Oliver Glasner. Need to remember that. Oliver Glasner. Let's read the chat. I remember when Henderson took his fingers up. Liverpool fans. Of course. Yeah, big game for Henderson today against rivals. But Diaz is forward for Liverpool and over the top, and I'm hoping for my fantasy Premier League sake Salah can have a good game today, as well as Bradley, who's on my bench but he'll get subbed on. Oh, slip at the back. Mateta's through. Mateta. Oh, what a clearance off the line. Andy Robertson. Mateta made it all the way through, over the top of Alisson and off the line from Robertson. So close to 2-0. I thought he was going to be offside, but it was a slip from Van Dijk, I'm pretty sure it was. What is it with Liverpool players and slipping at Anfield? Especially in a title race. Wow. Well, they're showing a replay here. Van Dijk slipped. Mateta. Wow. Robertson. Off the line. Just. If he leaves that one more second, that's 2-0 Palace. Absolutely remarkable. What a clearance off the line. But, you know, Van Dijk should never slip in that position. He loses his footing and Mateta was away. And just a little bit more power on that and it's 2-0 Palace. Liverpool are really falling apart here and it's quite worrying for them, for their sake. Really is worrying from a Liverpool point of view here. The Reds aren't looking dangerous. And they're falling at the most important time of the season. Long switch of play for Palace. Mitchell brings it down really well. Here's Eze. Charging towards the penalty area and away by Konate that time. Hughes backwards. And here's Klein. Out from the back for Palace. Olise goes down, wins a free kick inside his own half. Next goal in this game is huge and it could have been that one. And they're just showing the goal line technology decision. How close is it? Okay, when you look from that angle it doesn't look as close, but in real time really difficult to tell if that crossed the line or not. But Liverpool need to wake up here. They have to have a period of the game where they a bit of sustained pressure round the Crystal Palace box, get a few shots away. They haven't had that so far and we're 20 minutes in. They didn't have it against Man United last Sunday. It was really poor. They've got to pick it up here because now it's all Crystal Palace for the last 10 minutes. Liverpool had a decent start to the game, but since then they've really fallen off. And Palace are threatening for a second here. That's offside. No, they're not. 7 legends in here. Thank you all very much for joining. Really do appreciate the support. And having a look at the poll. We've got 86% of people thinking Liverpool are going to win this one. Well, 14% of people think Crystal Palace will get the win. And nobody thinks it's going to end as a draw in this one. If you haven't already, be sure to vote in the poll. Be sure to. Also, like and subscribe, completely free to do. And helps us out a lot here on Goals Galore. Alisson, calm and composed out to Endo. And nice play this from Liverpool, but they only work it backwards to Van Dijk. Alisson, head of his box and playing like a centre-back here. Goes along towards Nunez. They won the second ball. Here's Curtis Jones. Salah back to goal and loses the ball there. Can't shield it off. Liverpool still on the ball. They've whipped it out to the left-hand side. And really poor that from Robertson. He's failed to keep it in and a Palace player's gone down here. Who's that? Jefferson Lerma, the man down. It was after he stayed down after landing awkwardly from the Nunez challenge. They both went up for the head up. Lerma won it, but fell awkwardly. He's back on his feet here for Palace to their delight. Jefferson Lerma, of course, really good at. He was at Bournemouth last season, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, almost certain it was Jefferson Lerma. Good servant for Bournemouth as well. Here's Luis Diaz. Got Salah with him. Salah now to Diaz. Goes across to Nunez. What a tackle. Really well tackled, but Curtis Jones to the byline. Keeps it in, and that's out for a corner. Liverpool corner here. 22 minutes in at Anfield. And it's Jefferson Lerma. Lerma must be playing as a centre-back here. Just trying to work out, is it a back 4 or back 5 still for Crystal Palace? In possession, looks like a back 3. It's hard to tell. But corner kick here for Liverpool. On the left-hand side, Robertson to deliver. Outswinger. One arm in the air. And it goes. It's still in there, but nope. Drops for Olise kindly, and he can help get the ball away. Get it away, but not clear. And Liverpool come again here with Robertson on the left hand side, inside to Nunez. Nice 1-2 to Robertson, and that's going to be another corner. Was he given the goal kick? He's given the goal kick, and Robertson is as confused as me there. Well defended by Nathaniel Klein. Really well played. halfway through the first half here, and Crystal Palace, have to be said, they good value for their lead. Henderson from the goal kick, all in like highlighter green this afternoon, and they win the second ball. Palace forward, Kanate hoofs it forward. I think he may be delayed. Yeah, I might be a minute or two behind. I'm unsure. Potentially. If I am, please no one spoil the score. Nunez goes down. Referee says no penalty. He's gone down there. Let's have another look at it. Munoz was defending him. Diaz does really well. Past Anderson. Munoz. Nah, it's not a pen. Diaz thinks it is, but I disagree with him. And I agree with the referee there. That's not a pen. Welcome in, Joshua. Thank you very much for joining the stream, and welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. And do let me know your thoughts on the game. If you want Luke on, but at the moment I've got I don't know how far behind I am. It seems pretty decent. It's 28 past, and I'm in the Actually, it doesn't quite add up. Might be a little bit behind, like a minute or two. I'm unsure. 10 legends. Well, it says 10 in the corner, but on the screen 9. Anyway, fantastic support as always, guys. Thank you all very much for joining, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully, I'm a fantastic afternoon here. Over the top from Nunez, and Salah couldn't get there quick enough. Good play there from Nunez though, him and Salah, but not quite the link-up play that Crystal Palace had on the left-hand side for their opening goal between Mitchell, Elise and Eze. It was really good. Yeah, sure, Luke, on, send it over, mate, and I'll try it for the second half, maybe. Appreciate that, mate. Nice play this from Palace, out on the left-hand side. They worked it well for their first goal. Are they going to be dangerous again? And pull that from Eze. And Bradley will clear it. And it's bounced back for a throw-in. Well, let's have a look what this does to the top of the Premier League then. As it stands, Liverpool will be third. 71 points. But 32 games played. Same amount as Man City, and 2 points off them. Arsenal will still be second with a game in hand on Man City, and only 2 points off them. So if Arsenal win later today and Crystal Palace somehow beat Liverpool, the title race then starts to open up a little bit, and Liverpool not really cut adrift, but you know, of course not as good, not as in a strong position as they were going into it. That's what I'm trying to say. Good results for Swans recently. Oh, it was awesome. Yes, it was quite a boring game, but you know, we take the win. Midweek though against Stoke was awesome. A 3-0 win there. And we're safe for another season in the Championship. Loving that. Corner for Liverpool. Robertson takes it left footed, and it goes. It's in the box. Not cleared. Short. Hit the bar. How's that not gone in? It's come off the bar. I'll wait for a highlight to tell you who it was, but Liverpool still in the attack here. Diaz on the right hand side to Salah inside the penalty area. Chips it across. Nunez. Macasser's at the back post. Van Dijk stayed forward. And Curtis Jones to the byline. And it goes. Cleared away by Palace. Good play there from Liverpool. And hopefully they show a highlight of that. Really close attempt from Liverpool. It could be 1-1 here. McAllister. Cross to Endo. And yet again goes across. Joshua says, hopefully we'll be playing you next season. Joshua, I no idea who you support. Portsmouth? Were you here? I'm pretty sure you were here in the Portsmouth Derby stream. Potentially. You have to let me know, mate. There's too many people. But thank you as always for joining, legend. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, let me know who you support. Nunes goes back to Van Dijk, and we were talking a few minutes ago after Palace almost made it 2-0. Joshua Bolton. Oh, okay. There's too many. There's too many people to remember everyone. But Bolton, yeah, they got a good point against Portsmouth yesterday, didn't they? Ogbeta, he's doing well for you. Ball whipped across to the far post, and Diaz was sliding in, but Henderson recovers really well there for Palace. On the left hand side, that's where Liverpool really are getting a bit of joy. On the right hand side, they still haven't tested it. But left hand side, what a ball in, and what a save from Henderson. At the far post, denies the equaliser. Corner kick for Liverpool. On the far side, out swinging. And it goes, Van Dijk raises for it and over the bar. Has to get on target. The commentators agreeing with me. Has to get out on target. Well, Liverpool starting to pile the pressure on here. On loan. Yeah, I'd say you can keep up better. I don't think he's even played a game for the Swans, to be honest. Oh, they're showing that again. I think it was Endo Fernandez. No. It was Enzo. Hit the crossbar. Liverpool really close to the equaliser. And they need it, to be honest, because of course after Crystal Palace's first goal they almost made it 2-0 with Mateta. What a goal line clearance from Robertson, and that really could be a big talking point in the game at full time if Liverpool can come back from this. And they're showing positive signs now, but they've lost possession there, and it's a 4-on-3 here in favour of Palace. Eze, Mitchell, Mateta! What a save by Alisson. Offside flag's gone up. Got a good cross on him. Yeah, he's struggling with injuries at Swans. Oh, Mateta's miles offside there. Nice play there from Eze. But Mateta, yeah, trying to flick it into the goal. I think he knew he was offside as well. Here's McAllister. Goes down. And the referee's given a free kick on the edge of the box there. He really did take his time, the referee. He started like staring at it after the tackle happened. McAllister, edge of the box, charging towards penalty area, and it was Lerma who fouled him right on the edge of the box. We had a controversial one yesterday between Man United and Bournemouth, of course, in stoppage time. The end of the second half, it was Bournemouth fans thought they had a penalty, but it was right on the edge. And this one's not as close, but still close. And it's the inside the D, very central, but just slightly to the left as you look at the penalty area. Of course, we've got the likes of Trent on the bench, but on the pitch now they've got Salah, Nunes, and who else is that standing over it? Well, I think Trent would love to be on the pitch for this moment. See who's going to be. McAllister's the other player standing over this one for Liverpool. Big opportunity for the Reds to get level in this one. Palace have got, of course, the wall and a man laying down, as we see so often these days. And a layoff and blocked. Really poor. Really poor. They're trying to do what Wales did against Finland in the Euro qualifiers, where Wilson flicked off to Nico Williams and drove it into the top corner, but Salah run over it, flicked it, and McAllister just couldn't bend it into the corner. 33 minutes played here at Anfield. Look, I'll have a look at that at half time. Cheers, mate. Really do appreciate it. 10 legends in here. Thank you all very much for your incredible support. Be sure to vote on the poll in the chat. Who's going to win? What's the outcome? And as always, if you enjoy the content, smash a like and subscribe. One away, as you can see above me, from 1,720. Can we get there in this stream? You guys decide. McAllister, long ball across to find Salah. Salah's away here in the penalty area. Salah! Oh, what a save by Henderson. Parried it away. Mo Salah cut inside onto the left foot. He's so dangerous on it. But Henderson equalled him to it. And this game really is starting to heat up. A few tackles flying in here, and Palace come away with the ball on the right hand side this time. They haven't really tried attacking on the right so far. But here's Olise, fast feet, and oh, he's done really well. Mateta holding the ball up and goes to the ground as Liverpool win the ball, and over the top it goes. Nunez gives chase and Henderson smashes out of play. Thank you very much whoever just subscribed. Absolute legend. We are always growing, and that really does help us out. Thank you very much. Thank you. Do you see Matt says saving the month, has he? Oh wow. No, I haven't seen that. I know tonight or today, I don't know what time it's actually taking place, is the EFL ceremony for the Player of the Year, Team of the Year, Team of the Season. I mean, sorry. It's not FIFA, is it? But yeah, all the nominations. I was going to do a video on about it. My picks, who I'd give the awards to, but too late now, aren't I? Could do it at half time if we have nothing else to talk about. But I've got a few things planned for half time already. So don't you worry, guys. Entertainment in all the way through to about 6:30 tonight, because of course after this stream you don't want to go anywhere. Make yourself a new cup of tea and get back on the sofa, because it's Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Really looking forward to that one. Really looking forward to that one. But of course still in the first half of this game, and here's Wharton. Plays it across to Eze. Eze to Olise in the penalty area. Oh, pull touch from Olise. Only had Alisson to beat. He could have taken that one first time. And Liverpool yet again get away with it, but they're still losing 1-0 here at home. They're hoping to get an equaliser before half time. Lukon says Philogene. Philogene's a decent player, but he's been too inconsistent for Hull this season. As a Hull fan who usually pops in the chat here, and he's been saying he was quite lazy for a few months and he had bad attitude. So I think the nominations for Manager of the Season in the Championship are Daniel Farker, Liam Rosenior, and Kieran McKenna, of course, ex-Man United coach, and has been linked with a Man United job as well. But I don't think it's an appealing job, the Man United job. I really don't. A lot of people are talking about potentially, of course, Ten Hag being sacked very soon, in the summer. And who would want that job though? The club's an absolute mess at Man United. I genuinely don't think that's an appealing job. So much work to do and not a lot of money to spend to bring in a player you want. An injury crisis and so much about the club. You know, it's a huge club, but you know, as soon as something happens at that club, the media is straight onto it. It's like the amount of abuse Harry Maguire gets. It's unreal. And I genuinely think Harry Maguire is a really good footballer. But the media make him out to be an absolute clown, really. Nunez tried to flick it through there and didn't quite pull it off to Diaz, and Henderson collects. 8 minutes to go to half time, and Klopp wouldn't be too happy with how his team's played today. I didn't watch the game in midweek against Atalanta. Of course I know they lost 3-0, but in this one it seems to have carried over, especially after the Man United game. They were the better side in that one. It's just they couldn't make their chances count, and obviously that's what wins games, the goals. They just can't put it in the back of the net of recent. Here's Van Dijk. Out to Robertson. And coming forward on the left hand side. Brilliant little manager, McKenna. Yeah, he is a quality manager. Ipswich, though, the championship is amazing. I was in my season ticket seat yesterday talking to the guy next to me, and Middlesbrough went 1-0 up, and we were just like, what a league. What a league. Because Leicester lost on the Friday night to Plymouth. Leeds lost the lunchtime kick-off yesterday to Blackburn, and Ipswich drew to Middlesbrough. It was absolutely wild in the championship. And there's only like 3 games left of the season. Who's going to win it? But the Premier League as well. I genuinely think this is the most, engaging end to a season for all the English leagues. Of course, yesterday we saw Wrexham and Stockport get promoted from League 2 to League 1. Portsmouth can get promoted on Tuesday from League 1 to the Championship. It's all and there's so much to play for in every division. With only 3 games left to go, it's so intriguing. Ball flicked on from Nunez. Just 6 minutes to the break. We'll probably have about a minute added on at the end. There's not been any big stoppages for this one. Salah can get there in time. Hoofed away by Palace. What I would say though, in the last 10 minutes, Liverpool really have picked it up a lot and starting to pile the pressure onto Crystal Palace. Maguire for England, great. For United, not too great. Yeah, I agree with that one. But I still think he's a solid Premier League player. I remember that in the Euro final, his penalty in the shootout was absolutely incredible. Under so much pressure where, of course, a few England players missed their penalties. I think it was Rashford, Saka and someone else missed their penalty. But Maguire's under that pressure. Top ends, incredible. Look who says, obviously I'd like to stay up, but if we went down, wouldn't mind it. Ooh, fair enough. Ooh, it's all happening in this one. There's poor pass. The ball broke in the midfield for, I think it was Curtis Jones. All he had to do was pick his pass, and he picked the wrong one, and in the end, a turnover in possession. But Liverpool have it back now, and Van Dijk crosses across the halfway line. Down the line it goes to Diaz, and hasn't quite worked out there. They're trying to force it too much. They started the game with patient build-up play. Now they're starting to panic a little bit and starting to rush it. They just need to calm themselves down, trust the process, and play how you want to play. There's no point having a style of play if you're just going to go against it the minute you go 1-0 down. Believe in the way you play. And they're not really doing that so far, Liverpool. You're either patient or you go long balls over the top. Mateta holding up at the edge of the box, shot and saved by Alisson straight into his gloves. Quite clear the Premier League want this down. They want you and Everton down for sure, don't they? Here's Bradley on the far side. Well, so many teams getting point deductions, but in the Championship this season, I think it's the first year since the 16-17 season no team has had a point deduction. Nunez across the face of goal. Diaz to tap home. Hopefully not scored. Offside. That's how they didn't score. They probably knew it was offside in the end. Would they know? It's the correct decision, but Salah was through. Nunez missed it in the middle. Went all the way through to Diaz. All he had to do is tap into an empty net because Henderson wasn't recovered in time, and I don't know how he's not scored. It really should be 1-1. Well, this is the second time in this game we've said it should be 1-1, but of course before that it should have been 2-0 to Crystal Palace with an incredible goal line clearance by Robertson. And if they end up winning the league in this game by a goal, they'll have that moment to look back on and think that was huge. Can you imagine if Liverpool went 2-0 down at home? Again, of course midweek. What is going on with this camera? Let's put it down a little bit more. There we go. Well, we're about 2 minutes away from half time here at Anfield. It's been an entertaining first half. It really has. Both sides have a few chances. Both sides playing attractive football, what we love to see. And while it's been Liverpool dominating possession, they haven't done as much as Paris have done with it when they've come forwards. But here they go again. Robertson, Endo loses footing and lack of concentration there. Loses possession. Olise inside. Lerma pull pass down the line and Curtis Jones picks up the loose pass. McAllister now goes backwards to Van Dijk, but Liverpool charging forward. He's caught in possession there, Van Dijk. And Palace could have broken quickly, but they delay it, and now it's worked out to the right hand side. Elise, Matea's in the box. Elise pulls the trigger, but it's blocked in the end. And Liverpool survive again. Oscar says, "Come on, Palace." Well, their score predictions, if it stays like this, is bang on. But something tells me there's going to be a few more goals in this game. My 3-2 prediction for Liverpool is still on. I'll have to have a load of goals in the second half, though. Oh, Mateta heads over the bar. He's asking for a penalty, Mateta, for a push from Van Dijk, but nah, you don't get penalties for them. I don't think even VAR will fall for that one. It's not even about the point deduction. Some of the decisions we get against us is disgusting. Yeah, you and Wolves. Both of you have been robbed this season of a lot of points. Here's Mateta. Oh, miscommunication there from Eze and Elise. As Liverpool get the ball back, and there's 10 minutes to see 10 seconds. 10 minutes, God. 10 seconds to see how long we have added on to the end of the first half. I'd go for 1 minute. Find out very shortly. In the 45th minute now, and Liverpool on the attack. And 2 minutes added on to the end of the 45. Klopp doesn't look too happy on the sideline. He does not look too happy. 2 minutes added on to the end of the first half. We've played 30 seconds of it. Hughes smashes it back up into the air. He's been a solid player for Palace, of course, since he came in from Watford just a few years ago. He really has been a solid choice for Palace. Took his time to get properly into the team, but he's probably settled down now this season and towards the end of last season as well. McAllister wins the ball back, goes long, and Henderson will see that back into his own box and pick up the ball. 50 points dropped from winning positions since the start of last season for Nottingham Forest. Wow, that's a lot of points. Poor from us. Yeah, I hate to say it, but that is awful. One minute to go. The commentator is saying it now. You may have just caught it on the stream. They're saying this is one of Jurgen Klopp's biggest team talks as Liverpool manager, and I completely agree. This decides their title. I'd say if they lose this, the title's not in their hands anymore, and their goal difference isn't great, and of course the morale's low in the squad. They've got the Merseyside derby coming up soon. That's not going to be an easy game with Everton needing the points and Liverpool on a bad run of form. They really are stepping up, Liverpool, here. And if they don't come back from this, I genuinely think, I wouldn't say out of the title race yet, but after next weekend they really could be. And that's half time in this one. Jurgen Klopp runs down the tunnel. He's eager to get down there and get his message across to the players. A big half time for him and the Liverpool players. As Palace leads a half time 1-0 here at Anfield. Who would have thought it? Incredible from them. What a half. What a half. Right, half time then. So let's begin by taking a look at the half-time stats and how the table looks at the break. So, well, the Premier League tables as it stands, as we were just mentioning, Liverpool will drop down to third, staying in the same position they were before kick-off. However, you notice the games played now to 32, and losing a goal, one of the goal difference as well. So now 10 behind Arsenal and 3 behind City, which isn't too bad, but of course they'd be 2 points off them as well. And Arsenal still have to play, and they could be 3 points off Arsenal if Arsenal win later and this result stays the same. Moving down the table though, as we go down towards Crystal Palace at the bottom, what a win would do for them is 33 points, and I think they'll be fine anyway. They put up a really good display against Man City last Saturday as well. But 33 points, that's 5 points above Everton and 8 above Luton Town with a game in hand on them as well. I think Palace is fine, and this really could be a huge win for them. Of course, the gap between them and Bournemouth in 13th is quite big. That's sort of the table separation point. I think Palace will be fine. I think Brentford as well, what they showed yesterday, they'll be fine. Their fixtures are quite kind to them as well, so I think they'll be fine. For me, the relegation battle is between Luton, Forest and Everton, and something tells me Everton will be fine as well. So Luton and Forest really, but it depends if there's going to be any more point deductions, doesn't it? On to the half-time stats in this one then. We'll also have a look at the West Ham Fulham stats, but in half-time in this one, 1-0, and Eze the goal scorer, Mitchell with the assist. The stats at half time: Liverpool 62% possession. We knew they were going to dominate this afternoon, and they have, but I thought they were going to be a bit more dominant. Palace have done well to have 38% possession, and they've done a lot with it, Palace. What I would say is that Palace use the ball a lot better than Liverpool. Liverpool have had 7 shots, 3 on target. Palace 6 shots, 4 on target. They're getting the shots away, Palace, when they get into the positions, and they're clinical as well. They're getting them on target. 3 corners for Liverpool, 0 for Palace. But from the corners for Liverpool, they only look threatening from one of them. The other 2 were wasted, and Palace have done really well from defending set pieces. And Dean Henderson especially keeping Palace in the game so far. And you could say the same for Robertson for Liverpool, because that goal line clearance could have been a huge mountain to climb, bigger than the one it is right now. So, Liverpool can be quite thankful it is only 1-0 at the break, and of course 8 fouls, as you can see there. While we're looking at the stats, let's quickly have a look how it's going at the London Stadium. Pereira with the only goal there to separate the sides at half time. And the stats in this one, possession's quite equal. There's been 22 shots in the first half, wow, but only 9 on target. It looks like Fulham are dominating the shots there, on target anyway. 4 corners to 1 and 10 fouls in the first half. Wow, okay, right, moving on then, we will have a look at the FPL. Should be your... No, let's quickly have a look while we're on this page. Let's have a look. Arsenal, Villa later, big game there. And Ross County beat Rangers. No way. Wow. Whoa, I didn't... Wow. I watched the old film last Sunday. Wow. Where are Ross County? They're down the bottom, aren't they? 11th. What a win for them. That is huge. I know we're doing a Premier League stream, but I genuinely didn't know. I didn't even know they were playing today. Rangers slipping off there, 4 points off Celtic now, albeit they do have a game in hand. But after they rescued the Old Firm derby last weekend, I thought they would be fine for the title. But wow, huge. So both the away sides winning in the Premier League so far. Let's go to see how the Fantasy Premier League's doing. And I'm not going to lie. Oh, that's for next time. Let's go to points. I'm not going to lie. It's not been a great week so far. Salah needs to deliver something. Bradley as well. Oh, he's starting. I didn't know I had him started. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought then. We've got Haaland, 20 points. It's done okay, but Bernardo Silva, Foden and Ivan Toney all didn't get on the pitch yesterday. So I'll get all 3 of my subs on. So that's 4 points extra. I should have put Dubravka in, but I thought he was definitely going to concede to Spurs. But I've got Pickford for Chelsea anyway, and Chelsea are a bit hit and miss, aren't they? Gabriel later. Odegaard later as well. They need to deliver for me because otherwise I'm having quite a bad week. I need Salah to get a goal as well and Bradley to get the assist. I'm going all out on Liverpool on the right hand side, aren't I? And City for after their Champions League game next weekend. I think next week is a triple game week, or no, sorry, not a triple game week. That'd be crazy. A double game week. Pickford's got Forest and Liverpool. Okay, so the Merseyside derby is next midweek. Okay, quite a lot of people have got double fixtures. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's me a tricky team to pick for next week, and I'll probably use my bench boost next week. Actually, I haven't used it yet, and I haven't used triple captain. Ooh. Okay. Right. Enough about that. A second. Let's go to see the fixtures for the run-in. Of course, this weekend, Newcastle beating Spurs 4-0 is big for the Premier League because Spurs and the game we got after Arsenal versus Aston Villa is massive for the top 4 race and the title race because Spurs losing. Can Arsenal do the North London rivals a favour and beating Aston Villa? Or Villa surprise Arsenal? Brentford, Sheffield United. Brentford, big win for them finally. Burnley keep on drawing, and Brighton quite underwhelming this season, I think it's fair to say. Man City against Luton Town, good win for them, and of course gets their goal difference up and at the bottom of the table as well. Good news for Forest that, as they got a draw against Wolves, 2-2. Watched the highlights, and I'd probably say Forest should have won that one. Bournemouth versus Man United, entertaining game. Of course, half time in these two games, Liverpool 0, Palace 1, and West Ham 0, Fulham 1. I've gone for big scorelines in both of these games. I went 3-2 Liverpool, I went 2-2 between West Ham and Fulham. And then later, Arsenal versus Villa will be live for that one, and Chelsea Everton tomorrow will be live for that as well. So a lot of Premier League watch-alongs coming your way. So then we got the games, match week 34. We've got next Saturday, Luton Brentford. Ooh, big chance for Luton to get some points there. The bottom 2 face off, Wolves Arsenal. Why is there only 3 Premier League games on Saturday? I could do a watch long for Wolves Arsenal. That's a shout. On the Sunday is a few games. Everton Forest. We'll have to do a watch long for that one if I'm here. Villa Bournemouth, standard game. Palace West Ham, standard game. Fulham Liverpool in the reverse fixture that ended 4-3 at Anfield. That was a crazy turnaround from Liverpool late on. Tuesday we've got Arsenal Chelsea. Wednesday, of course, Merseyside derby. I might do that one then next Wednesday. Everton Liverpool. It's a big game, both ends of the table. And then Brighton Man City on the Thursday. And then match week 35. I think this is when we'll know who's serious for the title. I think this is when we'll know. West Ham versus Liverpool on the early kick-off on the Saturday. I'm planning on doing a watch-along on that date for the final day of the season for League 1. So I'll keep an eye on that game during that stream. Fulham Palace is interesting. Man United Burnley. Newcastle Sheffield United. Wolves Luton. That's a big game for Luton. Everton Brentford. Big at the bottom. Could do a watch-along for Everton Brentford then. Or Villa Chelsea. Now Everton Brentford's a better game. And on the Sunday it's the North London derby, so the title race really is spicing up. And Forest got City. And then on the Thursday, Chelsea Spurs. Wow. What about match week 36 then? Almost at the end. Luton versus Everton. Big game. We'll have to do a watch along for that one. 3rd of May. 4th of May I'll be at a game, so I can't do any of these streams. Maybe City against Wolves. If I get home in time, I should do. It's a 12:30 kick-off. On the Sunday, Liverpool versus Spurs. That is huge. Try to do that one if I'm here. 37. God. I'll be at a game that day as well. It's a charity match, so I won't be able to do any streams then. But some big games going on. Liverpool play on the Monday against Aston Villa. Ooh. Okay, so all the top three don't even play on the Saturday. Man United against Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool, Spurs, City. No one's got an easy game that week. No one's got an easy game. Brighton, Chelsea, Man United, Newcastle. Wow. And they're all on different days. I think we could do all of them. All of them streams. And then that sets up a perfect final day. Wow. I didn't realise they were all tough games on the same day. And then I'll have to do a watch long for the final day. Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Wolves, and Man City, West Ham. It is so close to call. It's absolutely unbelievable. Wow. It is so close to call. In the Premier League at the moment. So close to call. There's so many games I'd love to do, but of course I won't be doing all of them. I'll just try and get a lot of them done, if that makes sense. Of course. In the Fantasy Premier League, let me know how we doing in the Fantasy Premier League. For me, how do you check your overall rank? Oh, there you go. Overall points 1,810. It's not great. Overall rank 1.5 million. Wow. Total players 10 million. Okay, that's when you put it like that. I'm 1.5 million out of 10.8 million. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. But hopefully in the second half for me, Salah can score and Bradley to get an assist. I do still think Liverpool can get back into this one. Let's have a look at who they've got on their bench. I know it was on the other screen, but just an excuse to use this screen as well. Let's have a look at the benches just before the second half starts. If we quickly got time. Oh, I think they're ready to come out anyway. We'll quickly go. If I was Klopp, would I change anything? Not yet. They've got Jota back on the bench. That's huge. Alexander-Arnold back on the bench. Szoboszlai as well. Gakpo. They can change the game, Liverpool. They've got the players to change the game. Second half started for Fulham against West Ham. And for Palace, their bench, they've still got Tompkins on there. Jordan Ayew, Edward. It's not a great bench for Palace. But they've still got players in there that can make an impact, which is, of course, important. Right, let's get back to this screen. Paul from us. Welcome in, Paul. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? How's your son? How are you? And how are you, Oscar? Sorry for no worries at all, Paul. No worries. Glad you're here now, and thank you for joining as always. And let me know your thoughts on Bristol City versus Huddersfield yesterday. Interesting game. And of course, late penalty for you guys in the 101st minute to get the equaliser. Very interesting there. But thank you as always for joining, as well as the other 8 people in here. Thank you very much for watching. So second half then, what's going to change? Liverpool just got to have a moment of pressure around the Palace box where they just pepper them with a few shots, get the shots off. Because in the first half they started to do it towards the end. It didn't look like they had the confidence in them to get a few shots away. And the second half should be starting any second, really. Any second. We've already kicked off for the second half in the West Ham Fulham game. I'll keep you updated in that one as the goals go in there. But still on the adverts here. We can hide the first half, get the second half ready to go. Let me know in the chat if you've been watching the game. Oh, they're ready. And have they made a sub? Yes, they have. Szoboszlai is on for Curtis Jones. I didn't catch who they said it's off. It might be Curtis Jones. I'll find out now for you. So Szoboszlai on at the break for Liverpool. And we're ready for the second half. Any second. Liverpool to get us underway, kicking from left to right, all in red. We're underway for the second half here at Anfield. And let me just inform you of that change. So, who's come off? Endo. Endo's come off. Okay. So, Szoboszlai has gone into that DM role if it's a like-for-like change. Or Curtis Jones has dropped deeper. And Szoboszlai into the 8 role. Okay, very interesting. Well, of course, Liverpool need to get a win here. Nothing less than a win will do for them. Not even a point, I'd say, because that brings them to 72. But still, if they win, it's in their own hands. If they can pump up the goal difference, of course. If they lose, they're letting it slip, aren't they? Early free kick at the halfway line for Crystal Palace, who really have impressed me in the first half. They have been really good, and of course, hoping to try get another, as Bradley just receiving a bit of treatment here for Liverpool. He's had an incredible season right on the halfway line as well. But he is receiving a bit of treatment to his left knee. Of course, they got Trent on the bench, back from injury, but they can't be losing Bradley. And Trent's actually warming up here. They can't be losing Bradley, he's such an important player. Fine, thanks. Thought we would have won before yesterday's game, but at least we got a point. Well done on your win. Cheers, Paul. It was a really boring game, I can't lie. It was really boring. And I think Liverpool here are going to change it. I think Trent's coming on. He is. Trent's on his way on. Bradley's off. I'm fingers crossed for the young lads. It's not a big injury for Bradley because this season he has been really good. Really good. Huddersfield's got lots to play for. They have, mate. They have. So a big point for them, but of course they could have done with all 3. But the Championship is not disappointing, is it, Paul? It is not disappointing. And if you've been keeping up to date with the first half, let me know your thoughts on the first half in this one. As Liverpool make their second change in just 2 minutes of each other. Trent Alexander-Arnold to come on at right back in place of Bradley. Well, Bradley's getting to his feet here, but that left foot, he can't walk on it. A round of applause after getting to his feet from the home fans. And Trent Alexander-Arnold back from injury, and he's going to have to be used here. Of course, Liverpool already 1-0 down. Klopp was probably thinking about bringing him on at some point in the game. But 47 minutes in, it's time for the return of Trent. And he would have loved that opportunity to hit a free kick in the first half. And Bradley hopping along, and he's going to go down the tunnel here, straight for treatment in the changing rooms. As Trent comes on here for Liverpool, let's see what he can do. A lot of the main players now on for Liverpool, including Trent, who's of course back from injury, as well as Konate and Alisson, who both started the game from the off for Liverpool. And now they've got to deliver. They've got the big players on. It's time to deliver. Here's Szoboszlai. Really well, drives forward, and Van Dijk lifts it forward and straight into the gloves of Dean Henderson, who's going to try to take the sting out of the game. Getting booed by the home fans, of course, after his Man United connections. You'd expect it. And if you are late joining the stream, just to let you know, we are going to be live later for Arsenal versus Aston Villa, practically straight after this stream. It gives me just about enough time to get the lineups in and change the screen and everything, and get the thumbnail ready. So just keep refreshing the channel page, and I'll get the live stream ready as soon as this one ends. Gives me enough time to refill my water as well and get ready for it. But this game's been really exciting. Hopefully the second half is as exciting again, as Liverpool concede a few fouls early on in this one. Palace just trying to break up the play. They'll be happy with the first half. They probably will be a little bit frustrated. It's not 2-0, but of course Liverpool missed a few decent chances as well. So 1-0 is probably the fair result for the first half. But of course 45 minutes left to play. Something tells me Liverpool will get back into this one. And at 1-0 down, you're always in the game, but they need to win. So they're going to have to go for it. They will have a period in the game, I'm almost certain of it, where they just box Palace in almost and just fire shots away. They need that. anyway to boost the confidence, because at the moment they don't seem too confident in themselves and their ability. Here's Eze. Goes backwards to Lerma, and yeah, he's playing at centre back. Jefferson Lerma. Of course, usually see him as a deep lying midfielder, but at the back today for Palace. Salah as well. I think Liverpool have every attack's been on the left hand side and through Robertson and Diaz, but they haven't really utilised Salah so much. I don't know if that's credit to Palace for keeping him quiet, or if Liverpool just preferring the left hand side, getting more joy, but they haven't really tried the right hand side, Liverpool, to go on the attack. All of the first half was all down the left hand side. Mitchell down to Mateta. He turns his man and still on the ball, and he wants a free kick there, Mateta. He wanted a penalty in the first half, but was never, and he would be disappointed he didn't score that really good chance where Robertson had to clear it off the line and should have made it 2-0 really. It was a really good breakaway from Mateta, but of course both teams have had big opportunities, and if either side lose, they'll have points in the game to look back on and think, okay, if we scored here, if we did something different here, we'd probably go on to win it. Hughes across to Eze, and it goes to the box, and can't find Elise, but Munoz is arriving. Munoz to the byline, pulls it back, Elise. Hughes! Walton, sorry. Player goes down, free kick, Liverpool inside the penalty area. I'm watching Man United women versus Chelsea women on TV. Man United winning 2-0. Tottenham women won 2-1 against Leicester women in the FA Cup. Semi-finals after extra time. Wow. Okay. Very interesting, Paul. Very interesting. Yeah, I knew it was the FA Cup weekend. I seen the Chelsea manager Emma Hayes talking about it before the game, and they're winning 2-1. Do you say that? Oh no, Man United winning 2-0. Wow, Emma Hayes gonna be fuming. Sea Rangers lost 3-2 to Ross County, which was shock. It was, mate. It was. I was looking through the scores at half time, and wow, was not expecting to see Ross County beat Rangers. Huge result in the Scottish Premier League. Huge result. 53 minutes played here at Anfield, and still Crystal Palace continue to frustrate the hosts, Liverpool. It was a well taken goal and well worked goal really from Liverpool, the opener, just 14 minutes in, where Eze tapped home, and it looked like Liverpool was sleeping. After that, just a few moments later, Mateta chipped Alisson, and off the line from Robertson, should have made it 2-0. Liverpool then after that then started to take a grip on the game and hit the bar with Endo, who's now been taken off for Soboslai. But everything for Liverpool's come on the left hand side. They haven't really used the right hand side, but Trent's now on, and he's using the ball now. Trent, Soboslai and Salah wins the throw in for Liverpool. McAllister. I think Jurgen Klopp needs a lot of credit. I've said it a few times when I've watched Liverpool this season. He deserves huge credit for how he's rebuilt this midfield in the summer. Of course, they lost Fabinho, Henderson, someone else as well. It's a lot, and for Klopp to just rebuild it in a summer with the quality in there still is incredible, and still to be contending for the title. Liverpool had a nice bit of play there, but I didn't really see it coming to anything, and I was right in the end, it out of play. It was Salah's ball in the box and trying to pick out McAllister, but didn't quite work out. Him and Nunez really are clicking up top, but they've won the corner here, and it goes. Van Dijk wins it. Shots! Oh, how has he saved it? Nunez from really close range fires it against Dean Henderson, who's an absolute brick wall there, and denies a certain goal. Ball into the box, it just dropped by Nunez. Took a swing at it and straight at the keeper. Saves it with his knee. If he was anywhere else in the goal, then that's 1-1. Liverpool piling on the pressure. Soboslai into the box it goes, all the way through to to Salah on the far side. On the left hand side now, Salah will pick the ball up. Right footed cross, edge of the box to Szoboszlai. And loses possession there. And Palace now can break on the left hand side. Eze. He's holding off. And Liverpool win the ball back. McAllister down to Nunes on the right hand side. Plays in support, tries to find Salah. And he can't. Well, Liverpool pile on the pressure, but somehow Palace keep on getting away with it. And that Nunes chance is huge. Anywhere else, and that's 1-1. But he's fired it straight at Dean Henderson. Straight at him from 6 yards out. Wow. Incredible there. Incredible. How a Palace still leading is beyond me. Liverpool now have hit the bar and come very close twice, forcing Henderson into 2 big saves. But you know, he's got himself in the way there, Henderson. Not much more he can do. Welcome in Hill Football. Liverpool are falling apart again. They are, mate. They are. And you could say it could be more. You could say Liverpool should be back in the game by now, level. But they are coming forward yet again. Left-hand side this time. And it goes. And I think it's important to point out, the first time they go on the right-hand side in this first half, they create a big opportunity. And then they win a corner from it. I think that's worth pointing out. They are a big threat on the right hand side. They just don't use it as much as they should. Salah and Trent now on the right hand side really are quality players. Lima from the throw in, and Palace win the throw in again in the same spot. Edge of their own box. It's in line with that as Klein takes the throw in. Goes down the line and Cast picks up the loose ball. Goes back to Alisson. Playing as a third centre back here to Konate. Approaching 60 minutes here at Anfield. Half an hour to go. And if you're Arsenal watching this, which undoubtedly they will be before their game against Aston Villa, they'll know this is a huge opportunity to go top, not only top, but to really pile the pressure on Liverpool again. Because if they drop points here, they have to go on a clean sweep between now and the end of the season anyway to win the league. I think if they lose here, it could be really damaging. And what a week it would be, you know, Liverpool crisis. Losing to Atalanta 3-0, drawing to Man United last Sunday, and losing to Crystal Palace. That could be really damaging for their confidence. And wouldn't be the way Klopp would want to see out his reign at Liverpool. Falling apart. Here's Konate on the right hand side now with Salah. Trent's moved into midfield. Won't get the ball there. Konate ends up going backwards to Alisson, who's, as I said just moments ago, playing as a centre back. But we've seen how that caught Kelleher out in the Man United game, where Bruno scored from halfway line after a lapse in concentration from Quansah. He's on the bench today. And Liverpool win the corner on the far side. On the left hand side. Corner kick for Liverpool. I think it's going to be Robertson to take it. It will be. Outswinger. And it goes. Heads raise. Salah brings it down. Wharton smashes it clear. Just about. But Liverpool come again here on the right hand side. Floated in by Trent. What a ball. Liverpool still got it. Edge of the box. Someone needs to have a swing at it. Shot over the bar. An awful shot when they do shoot. Good corner ball in. Van Dijk went up for it. Looked like he missed the header. Fell for Salah. He tried to take a touch, then swing at it. He has to take that first time. Munoz sniffed the danger away. Half an hour to go here at Anfield. A big game in the title race. Huge game. Are Liverpool about to slip up yet again? After slipping up midweek in the Europa League to Atalanta. Szoboszlai charging forward on the right hand side. Wins a throw in. Palace getting everyone behind the ball. Mateta stays around the halfway line. There's Liverpool on the ball. And that's really poor from Liverpool. Lost possession. Ball over the top now. Mateta. He's got to it first. Mateta in the corner and Makata trying to recover. And Kanate has won the ball back in the corner though. And Palace with the high press. Alisson has to come and help him out. And it's a bit of a tennis match here. Both sides can't hold on to the ball. And finally, Liverpool settled down with the ball again, but out from the back. Van Dijk on the left-hand side to Robertson. Here they go again, Liverpool. Robertson. In the box it goes. Away as far as Hughes. And Wharton now. Out to Olise. Mateta. Still on the ball here, Crystal Palace. Liverpool win the free kick. Will Hughes is fuming about that. Liverpool take the free kick quickly. Out to the left hand side. Here's Luis Diaz. Finds Nunez. Edge of the box it drops. Shot over the bar again. They're having that period of pressure around the box. Just like every time they shoot, they can't get it on target lately. Quickly played there by the Reds. But they just couldn't capitalise on the opportunity. Salah laid it off to Trent and straight over the bar. 28 minutes to go for Liverpool. What a big win this would be for Palace as well. All but certainly confirming they'll be in the Premier League for next season. They'll be 5 points ahead of Everton. And I think it's 8 points clear of Luton Town. With just a few games to go left of the Premier League season. Palace probably have to pick up a few more points, but this would definitely help their cause to staying up. And would damage Liverpool, but help Arsenal out a huge amount, as well as Man City. A lot of people favour Liverpool with a run-in, but it is still really tricky nevertheless. We've still got to play Tottenham, which is no easy game. Although they got battered yesterday away to Newcastle, but it is no easy game left for Liverpool. Still got the Merseyside derby, that could be huge. And Liverpool are going to make another change here. Didn't quite catch the shirt number who's going to come on, but haven't made it yet. But someone is being prepared in the technical area. Ball up in the air. Mateta trying to win the ball, and Van Dijk clears it away, but only as far as Munoz. Liverpool win the ball back on the right hand side this time. Here's Trent. Tries to switch the play. Finds Diaz. Oh, almost got there. Man United 2, Chelsea 1 in their game. Thank you very much for the update, Paul. And have Steven Gerrard fallen over again. Well, Van Dijk slipped for when Mateta pulled away in the first half. He should have made it 2-0 then, and Van Dijk did his best Steven Gerrard impression then. I gotta admit, it almost worked. Here's Trent inside to Nunez, can't hold it up. And Palace come away with the ball. Palace really are a tricky game to play against. We saw it against Man City last Saturday. You know, they're no easy game. They're proving it here. 25 minutes to go at Anfield. Free kick Liverpool. It's here quickly. Curtis Jones. Out to the left hand side. Diaz goes backwards to Van Dijk. Trent into that DM role, as everyone talks about these days, how he floats in from right back, and Leicester and Enzo Maresca do quite a similar thing. Here's Kanate. Salah now. Backwards to Alisson. I think you're ahead of me, Hill. Football. I think you are ahead of me. So if there is a goal, please don't spoil it. I think you're not far ahead of me. We've seen Chotters on. Liverpool rolling the dice by the seams of things. Szoboszlai can't beat his opposite number, and Hughes gets the ball away in the end, only as far as Konate, and that's gone out. And I think now Liverpool will make the changes, and they do. Jota and Gakpo on for the Reds. A final roll of the dice from Jurgen Klopp, and who's coming off? It's Darwin Núñez, who's not got involved in the game at all, and Luis Diaz coming off as well. So Jota would go through the middle and Gakpo onto the left hand side. Jota, of course, out through injury as well. Someone I forgot to mention. Halfway through the second half here, Diaz and Núñez struggling to get involved in the game really. Diaz had a really good opportunity, but he couldn't really do much more mid-air when he tried to put it against past Dean Henderson. Núñez has tried his best to get involved in the game, but he's also really struggled. But Liverpool rolling the dice, trying something new, and here's Salah. Trent, and it goes. Oh, is he not shot at least? Curtis Jones. He lost his footing. Oh, wow. He had to pull the trigger. He had to. He misfired. Here's Gakpo on the left. Back to Robertson. Goes inside to McAllister. Over the top it goes into the gloves of Henderson. And that's a huge chance. Another one which goes begging for the Reds. Oh, they're just talking about a potential penalty here for Palace. Handball against Klein. Robertson was sure of it. I don't think that's a pen. Where else is he meant to put his arms? Never a pen. VAR probably looked at it, but agreed with me there. I don't think that's a pen any day of the week. An offside from Palace. A bit stop-start this second half. First half we had a good flow to the game, and second half it's been quite stop-start. Crystal Palace bringing on Jordan Ayew. And coming off is Michael Olise. He's done well today. Worked really well in the goal. The build up to it. Playing it down towards Mitchell before he pulled it back for Eze to slot home for the only goal of the game so far. But it does look like there'll be more coming their way in this one, as Liverpool trying to find an equaliser and Palace trying to hold on. Here's Trent. Nice ball over the top. McAllister can't win the header, and Will Hughes gets it away. Only as far as Trent again. Here's Szoboszlai. Now Salah crosses Szoboszlai again. In the box it goes. And cleared over his own goal by Anderson, the captain for Palace. He had to put it over his own goal there. I thought he was going to put it into the back of his own net then. And corner kick to Liverpool on the right hand side. Szoboszlai to take. Right footed outswinger yet again. Can they equalise from this corner? In it goes. Oh, good header from Van Dijk. Just pulls it wide, and no one else gets a touch on it. I think it was Jota just left it. He thought it was going in. Oh, Jota there from that angle. He has to get something on it. He just left it. He did put a right leg out, but he has to open his body up with his left there and get that one on target. 20 minutes to go, says the clock, and there's been a goal in the other game between Fulham and West Ham. Fulham have made it 2-0. Of course, they haven't had the best of runs recently, Fulham, but Pereira at the double, scoring his second goal of the game. And that's a big goal for Fulham, as they now go on 42 points and 12th in the Premier League. Liverpool come again on the left hand side. Ball into the box, away, and Walton makes sure. Who will win the Championship Prediction League, me or you? Lads, you know it's going to be me. You just know it's going to be me, lad. 4 points ahead. Ooh, it is really close, isn't it? It is really close. I need West Ham win. I need a draw in that one. I said 2-2 for that game. I said 3-2 to Liverpool in this one. I doubt we're going to see 4 more goals in this one though in the last 20 minutes. They've really dried up the goals in this one. Jordan Ayew wins a free kick for Crystal Palace. And Curtis Jones is in the referee's box. Yellow card given to him. 20 minutes to go and free kick for Crystal Palace. Inside your own half, but by the halfway line, they're taking their time to take this one. Crystal Palace walking towards the ball, and Anderson will launch this one forward. Down it goes, and Trent heads it back towards Alisson. He just about prevents that going out from a corner. You said 2-1 West Ham and 3-1 Liverpool. Oh, okay. Canate back to Van Dijk. Liverpool come forward at the halfway line. And as always, if you're new to the channel, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It massively helps us out. And we'll be live after this for Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Big game in the Premier League. Oh, chance! Oh, has he not scored? Jota again. Nathaniel Klein gets his body on the line to deny his former side an equaliser. Through to Szoboszlai, squares it across to Diogo Jota, and Klein blocks from 6 yards out, concedes the corner. Wow, what a huge moment in the game. Palace are still standing strong, and they continue to frustrate Liverpool. And I'm trying to find, I think it was a 3-3 thriller between these two sides. I don't know when, but it always sticks with me rent-free. Every time I think of thrilling games, it always pops out to me. Let me just find it for you. Of course, Liverpool won 7-0 a few years ago. They won 4-3 in 2019. Where's the 3-3 draw? 3-3, that was at Sellers Park. But that was a wild game. Joe Allen made it 1-0. Liverpool went 3-0 up in that one. Even Luis Suarez scored. And then 79th minute to 88th minute, 3 Palace goals turned it to 3-3. That was a wild game. Always sticks with me, that one. Between these two sides. What a save. Liverpool can't get out of Eagles' wall. Free kick for Palace. And it goes by Eze. Anderson, oh, what a save by Alisson. What a save. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Cannot believe it. What a ball in from Eze. Towards Anderson. Heads it down for Mateta. I think that's worse than the Jota miss. 2-3 yards out there. Wow. Both keepers keeping their teams in the game. Wow, that is unbelievable. What a save, what a mess, unbelievable. That is wild. The Premier League is not disappointing, nor is the Championship, but the Premier League as well still. And Liverpool on the break. Here we go, Curtis Jones. Oh, how? How has he missed? Oh, you were on about Liverpool, were you? That one. How on earth has he missed that, Curtis Jones? It was broken. It was a lovely counter-attack. Liverpool outnumbering them. Picked the pass to perfection. Oh, Curtis Jones has to score. Salah was to his right-hand side. Curtis Jones went for glory. Wide to the right-hand post. And he can't believe it. Hill, lad, I think I'm a bit further behind than what you're saying. So, can you... please don't spoil it. Please don't spoil it. As soon as you wait for me to know I've seen it, then you can put it in the chat. But please don't spoil it. I'm trying to enjoy the game as well. 15 minutes to go here. And Klein's actually gone down a second to receive a better treatment. And the Liverpool fans in the ground still can't believe that Curtis Jones has missed, Jota's missed, Diaz missed a big chance in the first half. So did Endo. They're all stacking up now. And Palace really are riding their luck. But Alisson at the other end has kept Liverpool in it and wrote some of the goal line clearance. There's so many talking points in this game. So many talking points. Riedewald, Edward and Ward. Triple substitution year for Crystal Palace. 3 players being brought on. And who's the first one? It's hard to see with the sunlight what number he's even holding up, the 4th official. Well, Riedewald's coming on, number 44, and he's coming on for Will Hughes. 2:30. And Klein's coming off as well for Ward, and I think it's Jeffrey Schlupp, the 3rd substitution. 20 minutes. And Jeffrey Schlupp's coming on here as well for Crystal Palace, and the 4th official's taking his time. He's being booed by the Liverpool crowd. But I think it's Eze coming off here, is it? It is. Eze, the goal scorer in this game, coming off for Jeffrey Schlupp, and to the home crowd's frustration. That wasted a good 2 minutes, but we all know that will get added on to the ridiculous amount we'll get at the end. Down the line it goes. Bit of tennis in the midfield. And Trent wins the throw in. 13 minutes to go here. Here's Salah. Switches the play. Oh, really poor from Salah. He's not been on it today. He wasn't on it against Man United. He only turned up from the penalty spot. But wow, that was a poor bit of play. And Kanate plays to the cross, and now Liverpool really got to put the burners on, and they've got to find a goal. Have to, at least a goal. A draw is the worst possible result they can get. Of course, I'll exclude a draw, but they can't lose the game. A draw has to be at least minimum. You know, it's a must-win game for them, but they can't lose it. Ball in the box, away, and Liverpool come again. Kanate over the top, and out of play for a goal kick. Klopp does not look impressed on the sideline. He does not look impressed. And Paul updating us with the goal there. 2-0 Fulham. What is Swansea's best season in their history? I don't know about in my lifetime. I'd say winning promotion in the 2010-11 season to the Premier League, or the 2013 12-13 season winning the Carabao Cup, or 13-14 playing European football. I'd pick from them in my lifetime. They were all great seasons. Left hand side for Liverpool. They've won the throw-in. Robertson's eager to take it. Goes backwards to McAllister. In the final 10 minutes. Probably another 5 or 6 added on at the end, but the nerves are creeping in for the Liverpool fans. And Palace is trying to stay strong and keep Liverpool out here. Van Dijk out to the left hand side. Out to Van Dijk. Liverpool players crowd in the penalty area. It's all red and white and blue shirts you can see in there. Pull pass from Trent, and Mateta has won it across to Jeffrey Schlupp on the left hand side. holds it up really well and gets Palace back on the ball here. Lovely bit of play. Wharton to Schlupp. What is that for a cross? Dreadful. And Salah now for a counter-attacking opportunity. Really poor pass again. And collected this time by Henderson. Trent tried to switch the play, but awful pass from him. We don't say that often, do we? We do not say that often. Wow. Both teams, well, mainly Liverpool, when the pressure's on, they can't handle it. And this game's proving it. 9 minutes of the 90 to go here. And they're going to use their final change here. Harvey Elliott to be brought on. Of course, he won the penalty for the equaliser against Man United. He is a fantastic young player, Harvey Elliott. And he's going to be coming on here, I'd imagine, for Curtis Jones. It's the only sensible sub I can see happening for to take a player off. I don't think he'd take McAllister off. Robertson plays it inside to Curtis Jones at the halfway line. Not got long to go. Liverpool just standing still with the ball. It's a left Salah. Oh, we can't get on the end of it. Can he get on the end of this? No. Away by Anderson. And away for a corner. Corner to Liverpool. A big roar from the home fans. And the substitution will now take place. Harvey Elliott will be brought on for Curtis Jones. He's off and he'll be fuming about the chance he missed just moments ago. It could come back to haunt Liverpool. It's always a tricky game coming up against Crystal Palace, and he's proven it here for Liverpool. And a corner kick to Liverpool on the near side. So Buzz Light to take it. Outswinger. And it goes towards the back. Van Dijk wins the header. And up in the air it goes. Everyone's climbing over each other. Free kick Palace given. Henderson was flying over. And Munoz is down on the deck, holding his leg. Wasn't a great corner towards Van Dijk, who won the initial header. Wasn't great. And somehow Liverpool still can't find a breakthrough. And Palace holding out strong still. 7 minutes to the 90 left to play. And Palace are about to make another change here. Who's this coming on? Well, they've made a sub. Can't see who's come on. Can't see who's gone off. No graphics come up onto the TV. Liverpool. Down it goes. Salah into the penalty area. Away by Lerma. Salah fighting for the ball. He's won it back and pulled pass back to McAllister, but Liverpool still got the ball here. Harvey Elliott. Liverpool player goes down and wins a free kick. Liverpool fans in the crowd fuming at the referee there. 6 minutes to go. The time is ticking. And free kick for Liverpool in a promising position to get a ball in the box, not shooting angle. The angle's against it. You've got to get a good ball in the box, and it's going to be Robertson to take on the left hand side, left footed. Everyone's in the centre. In it goes. All the way through. Really poor. But it comes to Harvey Elliott on the far side. Back in by Trent. And Wharton tries to get it away. And Liverpool might have a counter-attack to defend here because Jordan Ayew can't hold up the ball. And he's won it back though. Oh, what a interception that by Konate. Liverpool trying to force it back to the keeper, and Mateta there twice, almost getting on the end of it. Whew, Liverpool, very nervy stuff here from the Reds. 5 minutes to go. Mateta now on the right hand side for Palace. They've won the ball. He goes down. He's just trying to buy a free kick for Palace, isn't he? Liverpool this time coming forward. Cross to Elliott on the right hand side. Harvey Elliott. In the box it goes. Away by Ward. Smashed away. And we are close to the end. And is this the end of Liverpool's title hopes? It's been in their hands. It's been in their control. But after this game, they could be letting loose of their grip and passing over to Arsenal. If they can win against Aston Villa after this, we'll be live for it. So be sure to tune in. Liverpool to the byline. Pulled back. Into it goes towards the back post. Elliott, oh what a save. Henderson raises an arm and that's enough for now. Liverpool back in. What a cross by Trent. And it goes and away by Anderson again. 4 minutes of the 90 to go. Kanate at the centre circle. Down the line to Harvey Elliott. Elliott switches it across. And technical difficulties as always. But we'll get it back underway now. And we are back underway. You've missed nothing. Still Liverpool on the ball. Kanate. Inside trying to move Palace around. But they're sitting in a really low block here. Palace. Kanate. To Trent. To Harvey Elliott. And back to Van Dijk in the centre circle. Now he charges forward. Goes to the left hand side this time. Gakpo. Hasn't really been involved in this game too much since coming on as a sub. Kanate. There's nowhere to go in front of them. They just keep going side to side here, Liverpool. Kanate. To Trent. Palace pushing Liverpool back. Here's Harvey Elliott. Inside to Trent. Nice 1-2. Trent. In the box, pull cross and back to the centre circle. And Palace squeeze up. Here's Harvey Elliott. Inside to Van Dijk. Caster across the left hand side. Here's Soboslai. Needs to get a ball in the box. He does towards the far post. And Trent. Ball ricochets back out to him and cleared away by Palace from Lerma. Only as far as Alisson, who's inside the Crystal Palace half here. Just shows you how attacking Liverpool have gone here at the closing stages of this one. 2 minutes left of the 90. Liverpool are not going to do it. It's going to be a tricky game. They won't get a win. I think they'll get a point at max here. They're applying the pressure, but Palace standing strong and Gakpo wins the corner on the far side. There's going to be a big amount of time added on though, that's the thing. If Liverpool get a goal right now, they've got time to go on and win it. That is the thing. Fans biting their nails in the crowd, never a nice sight, but it shows you the nerves inside Anfield. Soboslai, edge of the box. And back out to Robertson. And out of play for a goal kick to Palace, and Klopp has his arms to his sides. He doesn't know what's happening. Well, can Crystal Palace be the team to undo Liverpool at Anfield? And Edwards coming on now for Palace. Mateta coming off for them. I didn't check who that last substitution was. Did they even make one? No, they didn't. I seen something, but it wasn't the substitution. And Edward now on for Mateta to try and see this game out for Palace. A bit more energy up top for Palace. Henderson goes down the line. Aston Villa versus Arsenal to follow this one. In like 40 minutes. Wow, I've not got long. I'll probably have about 30 minutes to get the stream set up and recover from this one, because it's been a fantastic and fascinating game here at Anfield, and Liverpool frustrated. 7 minutes added on at the end of the 90. Still time for Liverpool. They still believe Just need to get the ball forward. Here's Van Dijk. 8 stoppage time goals this season from Liverpool. Wow. What are those coming last time against Man United potentially? That was a late penalty. Harvey Elliott. In the box it goes, away by Riedewald. Only as far as McAllister. Liverpool applying the pressure still. Left hand side now, Gakpo. In it goes. Jota, Salah. Wow. I don't know if he's at the post there or if it's Mitchell. Salah. It's Mitchell. You would put your house on Salah scoring from there. But Mitchell gets a block in the way. Corner from Liverpool. Away by Edouard. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mitchell. There's been so many big talking points in this game. So many. And Liverpool, you just get the feeling it won't be their day, but they come again here. On the left hand side, Gakpo. Can't win anything there. And throw in for the Reds. Back to McAllister. There's only 5.5 minutes to go here for Liverpool to find an equaliser at least. Canate. To Trent. Virgil van Dijk now. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Across to the right hand side. Elliott. Can't get a ball in the box and away by Paz. Jordan Ayew now will run it forward. Ayew. Incredible hold up play. Back to Riedewald and getting Paz up the pitch and lose out. Ball over the top for Salah. Salah goes down, loses the ball. Jota somehow kept that alive, and Munoz is like a game of tennis this. 1 minute one team's got the ball, next the other. Liverpool the throw in on the far side. You do not want to move anywhere, this is incredibly intense. Salah on the right hand side. Cross to Soboslai. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Out to the left hand side. Gakpo. To the byline he goes. Inside. Salah's waiting. Flicks it back the wrong way. Trent whips it in. Away by Palace again. And hoofed forward by Adam Wharton. And Alisson recovers the ball inside the Palace half. Every Palace player behind the ball here. Just trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead, which is huge at both ends of the table. It almost guarantees their survival, and it almost puts Liverpool out of the title race. Not altogether though, but it'll be a huge, huge result at the top. Elliott floats one in and goes all the way through. Out for a goal kick again to Palace. They'll take their time here. Just 3.5 minutes to go. We are halfway through the added 7. Incredible. Well, they're saying it took a deflection here. And they're replaying this shot of Salah's. The massive chance. And Tyreek Mitchell. Unreal. Unreal defending from Palace here. 3 to go. At the end of this one at Anfield. Fans are giving up belief. They're leaving early. They think it's all over. Well, is it going to be farewell Klopp and farewell Premier League title number 2 under Jurgen Klopp? Alisson out to Canate. Still a few fans that believe that there's something in this for Liverpool. Despite all their chances that have gone begging. Despite the goal line clearance from Robertson. They still believe there's a way to break down this Palace side who have been very robust in this one. Salah. If there's a man you want on the ball for Liverpool, it's him. He's not in the greatest games. He's missed a huge opportunity, but big game players pop up in big moments. And winners always find a way. Champions always find a way. But the ball's going out for a throw into Crystal Palace. 2 minutes to go. And Every second that goes by, more and more Liverpool fans leave the stadium. They lose belief. Riedewald. Down the line it goes. Ayew will give chase. Ayew will get on to the end of it and just about recovered by McAllister there for Liverpool. And then throw in high up the pitch here for Crystal Palace. They might go for the corner just to hold it up there. See out these 3 points. Here's Edouard. Wins another throw in. And they're working their way up the pitch here, Crystal Palace. They've been a tricky customer for Liverpool this afternoon. And they're looking to take all 3 points back to London. Mitchell for the throw in. Here's Ayew holding it up to Mitchell. He's going to hold it in the corner. Mitchell and now Ayew. They're going for a second goal and that's gone out. Goal kick Liverpool. There's 40 seconds left of the game. Liverpool still going backwards to the keeper. They're wasting time here, Liverpool. They're wasting time on their own. They have to go forward. And the referee stopped the play here. And there's going to be a yellow card. Hill football, lad, I'm not being funny. I told you not to spoil it, lad. I told you not to spoil it. Last taking the mech. I told you not to spoil it and you spoilt it. So I don't get why you've done that. You know, it's the 97th minute, Liverpool got a free kick. Why have you spoilt it? That ruins the fun for me, doesn't it? Now I know nothing's going to happen. And that's a good opportunity. So I have no idea why you've just spoilt it for me. That's incredibly selfish. That's incredibly selfish. Now it's over. That's incredibly selfish, mate. I mean, I asked earlier and you said you wouldn't, but that's incredibly selfish. But full time as a result. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1. They've won it, and that's huge title race. That is huge. That's a massive, massive result. Let's see what it does to the table. Liverpool not good enough, and after last week's draw to Man United, they lose in midweek, and they lost again here at Anfield as well, which is the important thing. It's meant to be a fortress. It has been for so long this season. They drop points, and now it's over to Arsenal. I'll get the live stream set up as soon as I finish this one. Arsenal with a game in hand on City. Liverpool on 71, 2 points behind Man United, 2 points behind Man City, and Arsenal now with a chance to go a point clear at the top. The same games played, and then Liverpool be 3 points off the top. Wow, incredible, incredible. Right, I haven't got too much time left to set up the Arsenal Villa stream, so I'm going to head off now, set that up, but we'll be talking about this game during that stream. Make sure you're there. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. If you have, please do drop a like and subscribe as always. It really does help the channel out. And Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I'll be live in about 25 minutes for that one. Just enough time to get that one set up. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Have your notifications on so you don't miss the start of the stream. We're talking a lot about this, a lot about Arsenal versus Aston Villa.